Alright, we're going to showcase Aki on, once again, Naval Station Newport. Divmate, the same divmate that is in the Montana game, as previous video, is here with me as well. This is going to be another showcase of people actually playing the game. It's fantastic. Also, I want to point out, this game has a super shit, except he's not super shit. Alright, this is one of the rare cases where we have a super shit that is actually worth having. We have someone that knows how to play the game, and he actually uses his super ship to its extent, which means it's not a super shit, it is just a actual super ship. We love to see it. This is a 4-battleship lobby. Thankfully, 2 of them are broadening battleships. I am playing the Aki, which is it's a Shikishima with a flight deck. I'm pushing up here to get in front of my Salem to try a tank. We're going, because first wave is in the middle yet again. It's a 50-50 on where the second wave is. Ideally, we'd like to know where second wave is. Like, if first wave is down here, we can push out like this way or this way for second and then third wave. But because first wave is in the middle, it's a 50-50 of wherever the second wave spawns, so it's a bit difficult to plan ahead in your positioning and angling. But we're gonna make this work. We're gonna go out, play the game. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. This is another voiceover. Again, I was in a div mate. I was in a div with a friend of mine on Discord. I don't want to record Discord conversations. I don't want to put just my friend out there randomly. So I haven't asked him, right? So I'm being respectful and just doing a voiceover afterwards instead of doing live commentary. We're pushing out. I start slowing down because I see the Ibuki has torpedoes, right? He has torps, which means he probably is going to torp me. We see he has torped the Jacksonville, which means he can also torpedo me. So I start slowing down, stopping. I see second wave is over here. Okay. So we're going to start angling. I tell my friend to go ahead and push up with me, because I'm going to go aggress these enemies. I tell him to focus the Haruguma. I will be focusing the Musashi and FDG. Preferably the Musashi first, because he's the one that overmatches me. I don't care about FDG. FDG won't do damage to me. Not really. But the Musashi very much will, unless I angle, like, almost perfectly. And, we'll see that. His first salvo, you're going to see, doesn't really do much to him. My first salvo also doesn't really do much to him. We kind of, like, both don't really do much. There we go. Only 4K. Really good angle. See, we're at 28 degrees. 10K back, that's not bad, except, you know, he has 128,000 health. I have 97 base. It's nice to see at these buffs here, though. They give 2% max health. That's pretty cool. So I'm using my planes to go spot the Harugumo. I see the Napoli pushing up as well. Alright, Napoli's pushing out. Salen's pushing out. Napoli's going to smoke up so we can get the buff. So we're going to drop this Harugumo, or at least that's the intent too. Probably should have dropped it a little bit sooner. Still get six hits on him. Almost half health, that's fine. I tell my divmate to start backing up. So he doesn't get focused first. I'm going to start pushing forward. I notice the Schieffelin is starting to push out. Notice. Jacksonville being over here, I don't exactly know why he's doing this. However, this Wisconsin pushing out. This Schieffelin, understandable, he's coming over here, that's fine. This Schieffelin pushing out. Actually getting out here to get shit done. We love to see this, right? This is what we like to see. So I start pushing forward, starting to angle. The Harugumo is dead. The only other real threat to breach is Elbing and Schieffelin's secondaries are going to tear him to shreds, so we don't really care about that. So it's really just focusing down the Musashi, because he's the only real threat we have here. FDG is going to focus me, unless the Napoli is spotted, in which case the Napoli is spotted. So He's going to focus on Napoli first. There's not much I can do about that because I'm not closer. I cannot tank for him. He is significantly closer. But that's fine. Notice how far out this Wisconsin is. Jacksonville, he's figured out what's happening, so he turns back in. Schaeflin's still out here. Secondary is doing his work. I'm out here. Divmate's right behind me. I knew the Elbing Torps were coming, so I kind of stopped.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Thankfully, we do miss these, which is beautiful. Unfortunately, yeah, Napoli, because he kept pushing, he does go down. In this case, it's to Elbing Torps. We barely make that torpedo. We barely miss it. The Musashi is basically dead, so I take a shot at the Yodo. Unfortunately, 4 overpins and 1 pin. That is not... that is not what we like to see. And, of course, his last salvo into me sets a fire. Typical World of Warships moment. So I start backing up. I tell my divmate to start backing up. Notice how the Jacksonville is now currently out here. The Wisconsin's starting to kite away. This is fine. This is totally fine, right? Between the Wisconsin and me, we can full tank all of these ships with Salem and Jacksonville support. Us 4 alone can kill all these 6 ships without much issue. So I come to a stop, give my divmate time to back up. I'm also stopping because this Wisconsin's running away. If I keep, the longer I keep backing up, the longer he's going to take aggro, and I want to take aggro for him because I see how little health he has. He's also on a double fire. That's kind of an issue. So I stop, launch my planes, go to drop this DD, and I just let my ship take the damage. We have the health. We've tanked 1 million potential already. This is fantastic. Dropped a little bit behind, but still almost nuked the dude. So we start pushing forward because I want to try to angle. If I get set on fire, I want to angle towards the cruisers. So that's why I'm pushing forward, turning in a little bit. They want to stop, back up. I also like to go forward because going forward puts the enemy's torpedo angle ahead of you, obviously. And then you go forward for a little bit, so they get a good torp angle. And then you stop and you start backing up to bait their torps. Because I know Zhao has decent forward-firing torp angles now. So I want to try to bait his torps. I don't know if I actually end up doing so. I think the Z-52 gets a torpedo on me. Which is a-okay. Wisconsin nukes the Zhao, which is fabulous. Almost 200k damage, 1.2, almost 1.3 million potential. We love to see it. Hindenburg AP actually freaking gets through there. Not sure how, but is what it is. Z-52 is almost dead. We're still backing up. We're still backing up. Please notice, Jacksonville's kind of over here. The Schieffel's still chilling out. The Wisconsin's still hanging out. He hasn't run all the way. The Schieffelin, he's still kind of hanging out. He hasn't run all the way back, right? There's the Z-52 torps. I see that I'm going to take one anyway, so I just keep backing up. Yeah, that was definitely a Z-52 torp. With the torpedo protection here, only 6,900 damage, yeah. We have lost a bit of health. That is okay. We're at 1.5 million pot, 219,000 damage. We have tanked for our team, right? That's what we like to do. That's what we want to do.
That was a great battle.
Right, so we're just going to keep backing up. I tell my divmate, we're going to, so what we're going to do, let me expand the map here. What we're going to do, we're going to come up like this and hook in for the final attack wave, because we have 1 minute 20 seconds left. So we have time to start to like maneuver and reposition during the final attack wave to intercept and cut across. And that is what we are going to do. So we start backing up. He starts pushing over here. He's going to go north this way because the Des Moines is going to take aggro, so he can push up this way. He doesn't need to hide behind the island. I'm getting myself into a trying to back up so I can get room to go forward and turn around here. Schieffelin, notice how the Jacksonville and Schieffelin are sticking together. They're pushing out again. Again, we love to see teammates that, one, know how to play the game, and two, want to play the game. You love to see it. You really do. I will point out, this Schieffelin down here, he is on perfectly full health, right? He has done 0 tanking. It's just fine. I mean, the other Schieffelin, Wisconsin, and myself have. But it would have been nice to see this Schieffelin push up as well. Get a bit more involved with that brawling battleship that it is. I've got my ship finally set on a course. We've cleared the island. So we're starting to push out. Attack wave starts. Notice how we still haven't collected two of the buffs yet. That's kind of an issue. So I have a friend basically going straight at the Clausewitz so that he can pick up the buff that the Clausewitz has once the Clausewitz dies. Also, the reason why I want to be on this end is because the Bungo doesn't overmatch my 32 mil. The Clausewitz can't. So this is what I'd rather face down these and angle to the Hanover. Jacksonville is a bit ambitious with his positioning being way up there. He should probably have turned a bit sooner and try to be behind the Schieffelin here. I don't recall if he dies or not. I do also want to point out one thing that I wish the Wisconsin and Schieffelin had done was instead of coming over here, I wish they had gone down over here to tango with the Yoshino and Preußen. Well, we dealt with the Bungo Clausewitz and then the Elbing, Yamagiri, and Hanover. So, div mate's going to go get the buff. Jacksonville has managed to survive, so this is good. Schieffelin starting to tank. I get in front. I'm 400,000 damage away from a IRPR heal, which is fine. That's kind of why I'm pushing out, because I want to get to my next heal. Siam's over there. He gets the Clausewitz. He's going to come in like this. We're still kind of pushing out. We don't really need... We only need to give like 30 degrees to the Bungo. We don't want to give too much, but we want to pay more attention to our angle to the Hanover, which is why you'll see me keep selecting or like targeting the Hanover, so I can update my angle down here and see what kind of angle I'm on. Find the Yamagiri. He's rushing out. I tell him. I ask my div mate to focus him. So because the Yamagiri is really the only threat to me right now. Trying to get through the nose of this Bungo. Div mate's pelting him. He starts switching over to the Yamagiri. Fantastic. Second turret goes absolutely wonky with its dispersion. So, don't really know what that was about, but that's A-okay. Bungo's just about dead. There's the RPR heal. We pop it immediately, because the Yamagiri is still firing at me. He's coming up. I want to have as much health as possible in case he does get a torpedo angle on me. Because he's going to turn in and come down. He's going to try to turn in and come down this way. So I just ripped that heal immediately. I think I do shoot him, but he ends up dying right before. Yeah. The fort got it, but that's okay. Jacksonville, in the meantime, has killed the Elbing over there. And now it's just this Hanover, the Yoshino, and the Preußen. This is all really, really good. We're pushing the Hanover. We will go down to him. We will die. This salvo doesn't really do much to us, but I believe it's his rear turrets that do a really nasty number on us. Yeah, this right here. We lose a large chunk of health there, almost 20,000 damage. Which is not great. And then suddenly the Elbing Torps are here. And unfortunately, we get a double fire. We don't get the DCP back in time, so I just launch the planes right before I die. I consider dropping the Hanover just as a salty kill steal or kill secure, but obviously he is dying anyways, so I'm just gonna go over to the Preußen. The Yoshino in the meantime has died. Fantastic. So it's just the Preußen left. Everyone's, I mean, yes, I'm dead. We did lose the Napoli earlier, but everyone else is still very much alive and healthy. And we love to see this, you know. We love to see people playing the game. No, there is not a single ship. I mean, the Oceano got close, but no one actually pushed in, right? All the batteries, all the furthest most batteries are still alive. I mean, that one's like damaged, but it's still alive, right? These are all still alive. We love to see this. We love to see people who want to play the game. I think we could end up getting like 18,000 damage from these 5 planes here. As a drop. It doesn't show up because we're dead here. But the Schieffelin torps out the Preußen. Almost gets nuked in the process. But we get the win. Another showcase, another game of people actually playing the game. Not bad damage either. 375,000 damage. I mean, some of this is inflated because we had to Jacksonville. So super ships will drag super ships in your lobby will vastly increase health pools on enemy ships. So part of the reason why we have so much damage is because the enemies have so much health because of there being a Jacksonville. But surprisingly, we are top of team. Again, I'll point out again, right? I have 3 kills. Jacksonville has 5. Salem has 4. Wisconsin has 5. Right? Kill count isn't really that important when you're doing damage to a whole bunch of ships, because it seems my secondary battery hit Ibuki once for 0 damage, and it counted that somehow. wait. I killed 3. Damage, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's the 3 that I killed. Now, let's see. 12 warships damaged. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, no, good. It didn't. For a moment, I thought I was going to count the Ibuki as well, though I did 0 damage, but no, did not. That's good stuff. 2.5 million potential. Fantastic, right? Everyone did really well. I mean, Napoli could have been better if he didn't die so early. This one, Schieffelin, like I said earlier, being in the base, just kind of chilling there. That's why he's so far down. But, like, Jacksonville, this Wisconsin, this Schieffelin, right? They're all pushing up, all taking part. We love to see this. We love to see this. We love to see this kind of spread out. We love to see this. This means everyone's actually playing the game and taking part of it. Another showcase of, because like recently the last few games, the teams haven't been great. So it's nice to see some players that are actually that are competent and know how to play the game and know how to play it well. But yeah, this one was a fun one as well. I'll post, just like the Montana video, I'll post the ship modules, consumables, and commander skills in the description of this one as well. But y'all enjoy. God bless.